All right, so I'll say all right for you all who understand what the all right is, but again, this is Akima Bachali. I am the owner of Princess Akima Holistic Care. I just came on to do a live video, but also to just record this video to talk a little bit about my liver detox box. Thank you so much for those of you all who have already been purchasing the box, who've grabbed the box, who have been wanting to learn more about how the liver functions, why it's important for us to support the detoxification of different chemicals, different medications, different things that get into our person. For you all who don't know, this is really near and dear to me, to my personal life, to my family. Many of my friends know this. My family obviously knows this. Clients who I've gotten a little closer with over the years, you all know this. My mother, back in 2008, she transitioned and she passed away. And I share her story a lot, not only because she is the motivation. Thanks to you guys for jumping back on. Got a little glitchy there for a second. Not only is she the motivation on why I started my holistic health practice, but I took into mind things that we noticed with her when I was curating and putting this box together. So for you all who don't know, if your liver is malfunctioning, or if you're dealing with an individual who has a liver that is not working to cleanse and to get the different toxins and bacteria and chemicals and to get those things out of the body, those things will begin to back up in your system because the liver cannot filter the way it's supposed to. Also, your liver helps to filter and to cleanse your blood, and blood is moving all around our body, helping to keep things going, to heal different things. And so if you're in a situation where the liver cannot function, you're going to have things backing up into the body. And so again, just giving some credence to my mother, to helping me and encouraging me to learn about this liver, with all of her all the things that I watched. There were a lot of different medications that were being given to her, and I understand why at that point those things were being given to her. However, I also understand now more that her body could not handle it, that her body could not filter those things out, and so it caused this backup to happen inside of her person. And so with that being said, yes, you do need to support your excretory system. You do need to support the detoxification of your liver, or to support the organs and the body systems that are responsible for detoxifying and removing these things out of your body. A lot of this is more of Eastern medicine, right? A lot of what I studied and what I have become aware of is related to traditional Chinese medicine. And I'm glad that I learned about it because, we don't hear a lot, much here in like the Western Hemisphere, here in the States, about how to get on the front side of supporting things and doing things to help to gird up this body. And so when I went into putting this box together, and good evening for you guys who are jumping on live, and hello to anybody who's watching this on playback, because I will be sharing this video around over all of my social media platforms. But I've just jumped on to kind of tell people not only thank you for those who have grabbed the liver detox box off of the website, but hey there, how are you? But also to talk about why this was so important to me. And I was sharing how with my mom, how her liver couldn't function, or it was not functioning the way it was supposed to, the way that it had been designed and created to, and she was being given a lot of medications. And so when her liver could no longer filter those things out, then we ran into the situation of things getting backed up into her body. Good Hi there, good evening. Hello. Things backing up into her body. And so now I've taken that, dreadful, heartbreaking experience, plus everything that I've learned throughout the course of the work that I'm doing to curate this box. And it's not a be all end all, but what I don't want is people to get what's the word? I don't know. I don't want people to get like, oh, because the word detox gets thrown around so much, and there's so much trashy stuff on the interwebs. And I know it's like, well, aren't I watching this video on the interwebs? You are. But I invite you to like holler at me off the internet, to talk with me outside of these platforms, and let's figure out what your body needs. Because once you are able to find the things that your body needs, then you're going to watch it function better. You're going to watch the results that you want to see happen actually happening. So, yeah, when I was putting this box together, hey there, beautiful. When I was putting this box together, I was taking in mind things that I wish that we knew back in 2008 that when my mother was transitioning, because I'm like, man, if we knew that we could give her these herbs or this sort of compound, or if she was drinking this kind of tea, or that we could be burning these different things in her space that would have supported the way her liver functioned and the way that it was helping to remove things out of the body, then I would have done that then. So wasn't given that opportunity. And no, we don't live in the past. So I don't say that like, oh man, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, however they say that. I now know that I have an opportunity as I steward and take care of my own health, how I do that, and also for those who allow me to partner and work with them as it relates to their own health and wellness. And so that is the thrust of the liver detox box. I do not want you all to be afraid of introducing how you doing, sir? I do not want you all to be afraid of taking in different plants, different herbs. I've tried to be fully transparent of what's in the box as far as ingredients are concerned, because so many places are always hiding things from us, and they're skeptical to share because they don't mean right by us. And so even as I was sourcing, it was really important to me like who I sourced from, where I got things from, so that I knew what was going into my own body, and that I knew what was going into the bodies of the individuals who are grabbing the detox box. And listen, as with anything that I do, because I love to educate before I sell anything. So I invite you. You have so many different options. You can jump into my DMs with any appropriate message on any given day, and you can just ask questions there. I would love to answer them. I would say that if it's anything too private in nature, to not message them, because I do have someone who helps me with managing my social media. You can go over to my website at princessakima.com, and it's also in the link in my profile. But definitely go over there and just schedule or fill out the contact me form. There's no cost to have a conversation, because I want to have a conversation. If you have things going on with your health, or if you aren't sure if your liver needs that detoxification, then let's talk about it before you go down that route. It's no big deal. And then, of course, if you're like, hey, I noticed that you had curated this and I've been meaning to grab it, but time got away from me. Because one of the things that I always tell clients is like, time gets away from you. This life does not really encourage us to take care of ourselves. There's always more work to do, somebody else calling upon you, the stress of this life, the stress of the nation that we live in. Hello, somebody. And so taking care of us gets so far down. And I know the word like self-care, and that's actually not what I'm speaking to right now. I'm talking specifically on using certain plants, because I am a believer that plants have been given to us to heal us and to sustain us while we are here. That's why we have access to them. That's why when we eat certain things, or we breathe in certain things, and when we apply certain things to our skin, we have the response that we do, because these plants have been given to us. And so when this box was being curated, we took all of that information into consideration, and we applied it. And so I want everyone to know that like your liver needs you to make a decision on helping you to support it. Maybe you've been living for, I don't know, 2 decades, 3 decades, 4, 5, 6 decades, I don't know. But whatever that is, just know that like your liver's sitting down there, and it's a filter that needs that help and support. So don't think that you're just going to ignore it, because at some point it's either going to be we do something proactively. So we got choices, right? We do something proactively. We do something where we listen to the whispers. So any kind of twinges, I've heard people mention that they get twings and pains throughout on that lower right side where the liver is. Like, that's the kind of stuff that you want to be like paying attention to. Or you find yourself in a situation where, and you'll hear this a lot, where people are having, liver failure, kidney failure. Yeah, that excretory system is overworked. it is underloved and it needs you to participate. It needs your help. And so there's a series of different herbal compounds, teas, the sage, the crystals, and then the beautiful thing that I curated. And shout out to all of you all who jumped on the monthly wellness webinar that I do. I do them once a month, where we talk through using plant extracts in the forms of essential oils to support our health and wellness. But because I understand how powerful essential oils are with the levels of sesquiterpenes that they have in them, if you don't know what that word means, go look it up. I didn't just drop it to be like, oh, it's a SAT word. Like, it's literally why I use essential oils to help with my health. But there is a roller that comes in the liver detox box that also helps with supporting liver function, which in turn is going to help your body with detoxification. So don't be afraid to support your liver. For you all who have interest and desire, you can also just go to my profile and you will see the liver detox on my link tree. It's really easy. If you're local here in the Maryland area, because I've been doing this for some folks, that you can just select local pickup when you go to do your purchase, and you can surely come and grab it from my office, or you can grab it on any Wednesday that I am down vending at the every Wednesday I vend down in PG County, so that I can see my PG County folks and all my DC folks. So on that note, I know a few guys and gals, excuse me, are watching live, but if you don't have any questions, any additional comments, I just really wanted to come on, talk a little bit more about the liver detox, give kudos to my mother and everything that happened with her, which forced me to learn more about the liver, and to encourage you all to take some time here at the beginning of the year to be intentional toward yourself. Know that your liver needs that support so that we don't deal later on in life with failure as it relates to that particular body organ or the system that it represents. And then if you have questions, health questions, wellness questions, what is alternative medicine? What herbs can I be doing for X, Y, and Z? I'm talking to people all day, and I would love to have a conversation with you. So I'm going to say good night, or if you're watching this on playback, I'm going to say good morning or good afternoon, and I'll catch you guys next time.